Hello, Fairview Tigers, and welcome to another episode on the Speaking of Fairview YouTube channel, a channel dedicated to sharing with you what's up with the Tigers as they focus on academics, athletics, arts, and acts of service. I'm Corey McCall.
And I'm Anna Januso.
And today's episode will be called Fun in Fairview, as we will be discussing the best places to check out in Fairview and the surrounding area. Anna, if someone from out of town was in Fairview and you had one day to take them all around Fairview and the places near Fairview, what would you do in the morning and why?
So we would first go to Avonia Beach, which is near Whitehall neighborhood, at around 6:30 a.m. to catch the sunrise at 6:45 a.m. It's a great way to start your morning, bright and early. And Erie has the second best sunsets and sunrises in the world, so be sure to come back for the sunset in the evening. Next, we would bike through Lakeshore or Old Ridge Road. It's enjoyable to bike through neighborhoods and quieter streets. And for breakfast, the Main Street Cafe or Cakery in downtown Fairview is a great place to go. It is on West Ridge Road. It has many delicious sweet treats such as muffins and cinnamon rolls. You can also order eggs, toast, or pancakes, and it is a great option for breakfast or lunch. Corey, what would your ideal morning entail?
So my ideal morning would first consist of going for a nice run on the roads near Fairview because there's not much traffic, so you're probably going to be one of the only people on the road. And I would recommend going on what is called the soccer loop. So do you know what this is?
Yeah, I did that loop for soccer and track.
So I'm not sure the exact roads, but you start at the high school tennis courts and you go all the way to like the entrance of Fairview. You take a left and then you run down that road, and then I think it's called Kell. You turn left on that road, and that road's like really abandoned. There's like one house and it's just like straight pathway there. And then you take another left and you keep going till you're back on the main road of Fairview, and then so you're gonna pass like the church, and the church will be on your right and then it'll be on your left, and then you'll turn left at the middle school and run up all the way from the middle school hill to the high school hill, which is a good thing because that's like the end of your run and you're like pushing yourself getting up that hill, and then you're back at the tennis courts. So after my nice run, I would then treat myself to brunch at Lori's Wild Ridge, which is actually directly across from Walmart, and that's like the only big store we have in Fairview. And Lori's has really delicious breakfast options, such as a wide variety of, they have like a ton of pancakes, omelets, French toast, and yeah.
I also know a lot of Fairview sports teams that meet at Lori's for breakfast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the swim team goes there like a lot after they have like early Saturday practices, so then they go there. So yeah, and now Anna, after breakfast, where would you take someone from out of town?
Next, we would probably go to Pleasant Ridge Park or Asbury Woods. I would probably recommend going to Pleasant Ridge Park because it's closer to Mason Farms, which is my next activity on the itinerary. And Pleasant Ridge Park is a perfect place to go on nice walks through trails. I would bring my golden retriever along with us as there are usually a lot of dogs, but even if you don't want to take your dog, it's a nice way to just hike and see good sights in Fairview to kind of just walk through.
Yeah, I typically don't take my dogs to these parks, but since I have a new puppy, I might have to. It would be a fun thing to do, yeah.
You should definitely take your new puppy. So after we go through Pleasant Ridge Park, we should pick blueberries and strawberries at Mason Farms on Westlake Road. Have you been to Mason Farms before?
Yeah, I have. My parents and my actually whole family goes in like I think it's actually late July or like early August, and we pick like a ton of strawberries. Like those baskets of strawberries, we pick probably like 7 or 8 of them, and my dad makes like strawberry jam and jelly, and it's like super good. So
oh, that does sound really good.
Super fun though to pick them. Strawberries are so good.
Yes, well, I'll have to definitely try to do something like that with the strawberries and blueberries because we usually get so many, but they don't last very long at my house because we usually have a lot of people eating them quickly. So we always pick a lot, but sometimes people pick and eat as we go in my family. So after that, we could head to Avonia Tavern for lunch, and they have delicious Bang Bang shrimp tacos, burgers, pizzas, and salads.
So do you know what Bang Bang shrimp tacos are? Like, I've never had them, but I've heard they're super good, so.
It's a special sauce, which I don't think they give you like the recipe for the sauce, but you kind of put it over shrimp and you eat it in like this shrimp taco type thing, and it's really good. I couldn't tell you what was in the sauce. It's kind of sweet, but it's really good, and I think they use the sauce for like wings too, so you have to try it.
Yeah, I definitely have to try that. And so I also, similar to like Lori's, I know a lot of sports teams also go to Avonia. Like, I think the swim team actually also goes to Avonia after their swim meets. And then the boys basketball team, when I was on the basketball team, we used to go to Avonia after a lot of our home games. And so, yeah, that's like a good place for like sports teams to go because they have a lot of room for lots of people.
Yeah, definitely. And Corey, what would your ideal afternoon look like?
So after breakfast at Lori's, I would probably go golfing at either Beechwood Golf Course or Cockwood or Lakeshore Country Club if you are a member there. I'm actually not a member, so I think you have to golf with someone who is a member. So if like one of your friends is a member, you might be able to go there. And so I personally haven't been golfing at any of these places, but lots of my friends frequently go golfing and they really enjoy it. So it's always a good option to do. And so after golfing at these places, you can then eat lunch at Beechwood. Also has a restaurant in addition to their golf course. So I've actually been there before, and it's super good, their food. It's like a lot of bar food, so that's good. And if you belong to either one of the country clubs, you can also eat lunch at one of their restaurants, and they kind of just have a wide variety of foods. They have like burgers, chicken tenders, wings, fries, sandwiches, all kinds of food like that. So that's always a good option for you too. And then if you do belong to either Cockwood or Lakeshore Country Club, after you're done eating lunch, you can then go swimming or just lay out in the sun because both of them have like pool areas and stuff like that. So yeah. Anna, after lunch, where would you take someone for early afternoon and dinner?
So, we now would head to Frank's Farm and Market to pick up fruits and vegetables. It is also a great photo opportunity.
Yeah, I know a lot of girls, including my little sister, they actually go there during the summer and they like to take pictures in the sunflower field, and that's like all I see over my Instagram page is like a ton of pictures of people like posing in the sunflower field, so it's kind of fun for them, I guess.
Yes, I agree. I always see that too. It's definitely a Fairview photo op right there. Staple for a lot of people. And for dinner, after we go to Frank's and pick up fruits and vegetables and take photos if we would want to, for dinner we would order Sabo's. So Sabo's is a staple in downtown Fairview, and there are subs, pizzas, wings, salads, and breadsticks. And my sister Grace loves their breadsticks, and she always makes my parents order like a couple boxes of those breadsticks, and she'll eat them for like the next like 4 days with their special like sauce they have. It's just like a red sauce.
And I actually haven't been there in a while because I know the school, they usually have like Sabo's, they used to at least have Sabo's pizza on like Fridays, and so I don't know, I kind of used to get that. And then my family actually used to go there like pretty often. Their subs are super good, so if you're in the mood for subs, that's a good option. And it actually kind of makes me sad because there was actually a really good sub place in Fairview. It's called The Meetup, and they actually just closed, I think because of the pandemic. But yeah, it's pretty sad because their subs were super, super good, and they were open for like, they were like a relatively new business in Fairview. They were open for maybe like 2 or 3 years. Have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there once, and it was really good. Is it actually where the old Subway used to?
Yeah, actually, yeah, because Subway was there first, and then I don't know why they closed, and then the Meetup came in, and then they actually closed. So I don't know, maybe the sub place isn't a good fit for Fairview, but I thought it did because every time I would go in there, during lunchtime at the Meetup, there would be like a long line of people, and you have to wait for like 5 or 10 minutes. So I thought they were doing good.
And
but
people there were really nice. I remember that too. It was a good place. It was
Yeah.
a bummer for Fairview. And
Yeah.
then, oh sorry. And then Corey, for your like evening, what would you do?
So I'm very into sports. So after lunch, after like running and then golfing, like we have a big day ahead of us for sports. I would take you back to the Fairview campus where you can play a wide variety of sports. For example, you can hike the Tiger Trail, like we used to always go through there for cross country. not really sure how many people actually go through there. Have you been through there?
I've never like really been through the tiger trails. Maybe just once in school we went.
Yeah, but it's always a nice option to hike the tiger trail because there's not many. I mean, in addition to like Brown's Farm and like Asbury Woods, there's not many other places in Fairview that are like in the woods and kind of nice and like you can hike, and it's kind of short, so you don't have to. It's not as long as like Asbury Woods or Brown's Farm where you have to like hike this set amount of miles. It's kind of just what you want, so that's always nice. You can also play tennis on the tennis courts. Those are actually open, I think, throughout the whole entire summer, and they don't like lock them or anything, so you can always get in there. You just have to bring your own ball and rackets and stuff like that. When I was little, actually, we kind of lived relatively close to the school. We lived like across like the Ploss Road Bridge, and that actually got hit by a semi, and now it's not there anymore. But when it was there, it used to take us like driving to school like two or 3 minutes, but we used to. One time we took our bikes, like we rode in our bikes from our house to the Fairview tennis courts, and then when we were like super young, and we played tennis there at night, and it was like super fun. So if you like tennis, that's always a good option. And then also you can go to Jack Bestwick Stadium to play soccer, football, lacrosse, or even run on the track. Like during the summer, I know a lot of because I played soccer, we would always like organize like soccer like opportunities for kids that just want to come and play, and it's like pick up soccer, and it's pretty fun. So now that it's time for dinner, I would then take you to Chico's, which is like right on the main street of Fairview. It's kind of right, almost right across from the cakery, and it's like they're all kind of right next to each other. So yeah. And personally, I have rarely ever eaten in Chico's, but instead I order their takeout pizza and wings on Thursday because they have pizza specials on this day, and it's like super good. So you might want to try their pizza and wings. And I do know that many people do eat in Chico's, and they say that the food is like extremely good. So, because most of it's like bar food, so that's always a good option if you want to. Have you been to Chico's?
I have, and I've only been in the restaurant a few times, but we've definitely ordered their wings out, which are very good.
Yeah, their wings are super good. You might want to try their like takeout pizza special on Thursday. It's super good, and I'm pretty sure it's only on Thursday. So yeah. And Anna, where would you go after dinner?
So after dinner, after we eat our sabos, we could watch the sunset at the Walnut Creek Marina while boats go by.
So yeah, my family actually takes my boat there. We have a boat, and we go there, and that's where we like launch our boat from. And so we are actually fortunate enough to be able to see the sunset when we're coming back in, and it's like pretty dark, I guess, and the sun setting. It's pretty cool to see. It's really nice.
Oh yeah, it's a great place to see the sunset, and if you have a boat or you know someone that has a boat, it would be a good area you can fish.
Yeah.
There, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, because they have like the little channel there, and a lot of people actually do fish there. So if you like that too, that's a good option. And then there's always people that we see, they just like come to watch the boats like come in and out, and I think that's super cool, like older people, but
so that's something I was just about to say, that's something my grandparents used to do. They used to take us to the Walnut Creek Marina, and we'd watch boats go in and out, and we never had a boat. We would just watch them.
Yeah, that's always cool, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, and then after we go there, we could go to Creamland, which is on Route 20 for ice cream. And it has delicious hard serve or soft serve ice cream, and it's a great way to socialize with others, as you will always run into someone you know. And Corey, you can attest to that, right?
Yeah, I can. Anna, do you have like a favorite flavor at Creamland that you really like?
I like their chocolate panda paws for hard serve. Do you have a favorite flavor?
I like, cause it's like Perry's like hard.
Yeah.
I like their birthday bash. It's like vanilla ice cream with like sprinkles, and they have like cake frosting in it. It's like super good. And then I also like their cotton candy hard serve. But when I go there, I also don't they usually have like, I think it's called like Dole Whip or something that's like yogurt or something.
Yeah, they have some sort of like soft serve.
I always think that's like super good. And sometimes they have like strawberry, and that's like, I love strawberry ice cream. That's like my favorite. So yeah.
I don't like strawberry ice cream, but I feel like a lot of people do, and I've heard good things about it.
Do you go to Creamland a lot, like during the summer, or no, not really?
To be honest, no. We usually go to Sarah's a lot, which is another place in Erie.
Yeah, we actually never really went to Sarah's a lot, but last year, I don't know why, but we we went to Sarah's a lot, and it's so good. So, but it's not in Fairview, but still, it's pretty close. So.
Yeah, it's close, but yes, definitely lots of ice cream in the summer for sure. That's
Yeah.
a way to get out of quarantine. So Corey, for like your evening after dinner, what would you do?
So after dinner, like I said, my day is pretty highly revolved around sports. So if you're not bored with sports yet, we're gonna go to Castle Mini Golf and ice cream to play a round of mini golf, and that's kind of nice because we did like the big golf, and then we're gonna do the mini golf at the end of the day. And then their course is actually pretty nice. They have a lot of like cool things. They have like a fountain, I think, and then I actually just went there last summer. It's pretty nice. And then right next to the mini golf, they actually have an ice cream place, and you can pick from a wide variety of ice cream and milkshake flavors. And I got their ice cream maybe 2 years ago, but it's pretty good. I know their milkshakes and ice cream flavors are pretty good. I actually know someone that works there, Trey Blystone, and he said that a lot of people get their chocolate ice cream, so I guess it must be pretty good. And then my sister actually works at Castle Mini Golf, so if you ever stop by to like play a round of golf, be sure to say hi, because I don't know, she likes working there.
I'll definitely have to come. I haven't been to Castle Mini Golf in years. It's been so long. But
Yeah.
I know it's popular in Fairview.
Actually, when I was in like elementary school, that was like a big place for people to have their birthday parties. Like, yeah, I mean, that would be a nice birthday party. Like, you play mini golf with your friends, and yeah. And they have like, I don't know, when I think of their mini golf, they have like a dragon thing. If you remember that, it's like a little statue thing almost.
I feel like I've driven past
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so it is a nice place to, I don't know, hang out with your friends. And before eating my ice cream that I got at Castle Ice Cream, I would then drive over to Avonia Beach, which is like less than a minute away from Castle Mini Golf, because Castle Mini Golf is it's almost like right next to Whitehall neighborhood, and Whitehall is like almost everyone in Fairview knows where that is. And so Avonia Beach is like almost right next to it. And so during the day, people at Avonia Beach can swim, look for beach glass, read a book, and suntan. And they have a ton of beach glass. Like, if you're into that, you can go there and find a ton. I think beach glass is only like Erie, or like lakes, right?
I'm pretty sure it's just lakes as
Yeah.
well.
So that's a super cool thing to find, especially if you're from like an area that doesn't even have a town or like a lake or ocean. That's like always nice to find like beach glass. They have like, there's blue, brown, green, and then white. And I think blue's like the hardest or like rarest to find. So that's cool if you do find blue.
So Corey, do you collect beach glass?
So I do. I just put it in jars, and I have like 2 mini jars of it, and actually most of it's from Avonia Beach, and they have a ton of beach glass. Do you?
Yeah, we have jars, but in the past like 3 years, I went to WLD Ranch Camp, which is like just a little camp that's not too far from where we're talking about. I think it's in Fairview or Girard. I don't know. It's kind of in the Fairview area. And they taught me how to make beach glass jewelry, which is really interesting. There's special tools that you use, but you can bring in your own beach glass, and you pick like whatever one you like. I think I had a little blue piece that I thought was nice because it was like the rarest one, and I made some beach glass jewelry out of it, and it was very neat. Like, it was something that not a lot of people knew how to like use the tools and make the jewelry, but once you learned, it wasn't hard, and you can just buy string, and I think there's a special like press thing that you can poke a hole through your beach glass, which is the only tricky part, and you can kind of round it with a little bit of a scraping tool to make it less pointy if it's pointy. But it was a very neat opportunity to make jewelry, and I know some people in Fairview might want to learn how to do that.
Yeah, so do you make like bracelets and like necklaces and earrings, and you could just kind of make whatever you want?
Whatever you wanted. I think I made a necklace and like a pair of earrings, and they both turned out pretty nice.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, beach glass is super cool, so if you're into that, Avonia Beach is definitely the place to go. And then I would take you there to Avonia Beach to watch the sunset while we eat our ice cream, and that would kind of wrap up my day, and that would be, I don't know, I thought that would be pretty fun.
Yeah, that would be a really fun day. Now this is the end of the show, so to wrap up, if anyone is coming in from out of town, be sure to take them to all these amazing places around the Fairview community. Finally, I would like to give a big thank you to several people and apps that have helped make this podcast possible, especially our honors public speaking teacher, Mrs. Stevens, our principals, Dr. Lane and Mr. Bell, for giving us the opportunity to make this type of project, the app iMovie for enabling us to put together this podcast, including allowing us to use its music, and you for listening to this podcast. I'm Anna Januso.
And I'm Corey McCall.
On the Speaking of Fairview YouTube channel. I hope you'll join us next time for another episode as we continue to highlight the academics, athletics, arts, and acts of service here at Fairview High School.